What's the chows and chows? Lantern Joe here. Welcome back to another episode of the Fakémon Showcase. Now, if you haven't heard of this series before, don't worry about it. It's fine. I mean, this is a series where I have a friend called Lacy, or called Lacy's Favourite on Twitter, or Core Enforcer on YouTube. She also has a secondary channel on YouTube, just as a backup, called Lacy's Favourite as well. She also has Instagrams. All of it's linked in the description below. Anyway, she does Fakémon and fan art drawings of things, and she is amazing. Her drawings are absolutely amazing, and I, every now and then, like to show them off. This is episode 16, and of course also the playlist is linked in the description below, so if you want to see any more of her artwork, that's where you go to. And of course also you can just check her out on Twitter and you can get the designs before I do. And of course also, I just want to mention this right now, it is so hot today. And it is so hot outside, and there's no cool air getting in. It is this room is a very stuffy place, and there's no cool air about the place when I open the windows, so there's really no point in me opening the windows. So I'm literally burning up here, and still wanting to record with you guys because I love you guys. But I just want to mention it's very, very hot, and I don't have a fan, so yay. Wait, no, boo, boo. Anyway, let's get into this. This is Spectre. This is a Ghost and Dark type, and it looks genuinely creepy. Ghost and Dark, only weak to Fairy, and looks like a Pokemon that you'd find in like a cave or something like that. Definitely getting like Spiritomb vibes from it, and I definitely like the idea of this Pokemon. It's tiny, it might not evolve. Like Sableye doesn't evolve, and is Ghost and Dark. Spiritomb, I'm going to put my keyboard away so I can actually lean on my desk, sorry about that. Anyway, Spiritomb doesn't evolve, Ghost and Dark type, so maybe there's a link between Ghost and Dark types and not being able to evolve, but this thing is actually genuinely creepy, and maybe it's the first Ghost and Dark type to evolve, but maybe it doesn't need to evolve. It's actually quite powerful. It could be actually quite powerful. I don't know stats and stuff like that, but it looks genuinely disturbing, and that's basically the look that she wants to go for. It's kind of like a puppet, like a stuffed puppet doll, but like you generally be creeped out by it. So yeah, definitely like it. That's Spectre, Ghost and Dark type. Then we have this. This is Spiritoad. The last word is Toad. Saratode. I don't know, but either way, Saratode. I'm going to say that. Does not evolve. There's a tiny little water poison type, and I kind of like it. It could be one of those ones that you don't really think of, like Pikamuku, who is a Pokemon that doesn't evolve and is kind of powerful. But then again, it's only powerful because of its ability and the fact that, well, basically it has all defensive moves. It can't learn an attacking move, so it can't really help itself. But it relies on people hurting it in order to get what it wants. This one, on the other hand, I think it might get something like Poison Touch as an ability. So if you try and touch it with a physical attack, it's going to poison you. I feel like that could be a thing. So you know, you don't want to hurt it, you don't want to touch it, and it looks generally cute. So you'd think to yourself that it can't hurt me. It can hurt you. It could be a scary Pokemon, but it also looks very, very cute, and I like it. That's Spiritoad. It's a water poison type and does not evolve. Then we have a cat. Ooh, we have some stats here. Okay, so this is Ojo, the long-tailed Pokemon. Ojoro? Okay, Ojoro, and this is the long-tailed Pokemon. It's a normal type. It's a cat. And we can see it has a generally long tail, and its body is brown. It's very, very cute, and we can see its base stats here. So 72 in HP, 25 in attack, 67 in defense. Special attack is 22, 67 in special defense, and 112 speed. So it's a very fast mon. It can't really, in attack ways it's not that great, but in speed it's actually quite good. And in my books it's got to evolve. but I feel like it's going to be one of those Route 1 Pokemon you would see. But it's a genuinely cute Route 1 Pokemon, unlike some Route 1 Pokemon, aka Rattata or Sintret or stuff like that, you know, that you don't want in your party. But this is actually something I might want in my party because it might get genuinely good moves and it's cute. So I like it. This is Ojoro, the long-tailed Pokemon, is a normal type, and we can see its stats right over here. I just remembered I don't record my mouse anymore with these series, so you can't see that. But you can see its stats on the right next to it. This is a Lickiroth, the Sloth Pokemon. So Lick and Sloth. Yeah. This is a Sloth Pokemon, and it is ground and normal type. And I like it. We don't have that many Sloth Pokemon other than the Slacking line, and I think there's still more room for more Sloth Pokemon, and I think this would be a really good Pokemon to base on a Sloth Pokemon. It's ground and normal typing, so in a way like Diggersby. So good, interesting typing to be, and very interesting. Very interesting mon. Could evolve. I think this probably is just base form, but could evolve into something else. Could have evolved into this, but I think this is its base form, and it starts off as this form and then might evolve on top of that. But I think it's a generally good drawing on its own, and I like it. Then we have another fire starter from Lacy. This is, it's a duck. It's got to be a duck. It's a duck. It's a fire duck. I like it. It's a fire duck. You don't really see that. It's a fire duck. Or it could be a fire chicken, but I think it's a fire duck. Anyway, it's a fire starter. It's Plagamy. Plagamy? Yeah, Plagamy. That's literally what it says. Plagmy. Plagamy. I think that's how you spell it. But anyway, Plagamy is a fire type, and it looks like a duck. It looks like a duck. It could also be a chicken as well. I'm possibly saying it might be a chicken actually by looking at the bit on top of its head. Probably based on a chicken actually. It's not based on a duck. Why do I think based on a duck? I don't know. I want a fire duck now. Now I want a fire duck. But like, this is actually cool. I like it. Very much interesting, tiny little Pokemon. Definitely got to evolve since it's a starter Pokemon, and it's an interesting little typing. I could see it being a good special attacker to start off with. Maybe it might turn into something like Combuskin. You know, because Torchic is a good special attacker, whilst Combuskin is actually quite a good physical attacker. So, quite a difference between the two. And then it goes to the Blaziken, which is one of the best physical attackers there is when it comes to these fire starters. You know, so yeah, amazing Pokemon, very much like it. This is Plagamy, and it's a fire starter. Then we have an Ultra Beast Pokemon, and I'm guessing we're going to be starting to get less of these from Lacy at this moment in time, because we generally don't know what's happening with the Ultra Beasts in from Sun and Moon in Sword and Shield. So we don't generally know what we're going to see from Ultra Beasts. This is UB Rainbow. It's a flying dragon Pokemon, and it's an Ultra Beast, and it looks really cool. I actually kind of like it. It's got a cloud. It's got a cloud sort of I'd say underwear, and then its tail comes out of it, and it's got wings that don't seem to be attached to its body, but are I'm guessing part of him. So somehow the wings help him them stabilize in the air, maybe? I don't know. But they're not attached to him they're not attached in any way, shape or form, so I'm not sure how well those rainbow rings are actually going to do for them, but like, I like it. It also looks like a bat, and that's pretty cool too. More bat Pokemon. You know, more bat Pokemon actually look cool, not like Zubat, who does not look cool at all. So I'm okay with this. This is UB Rainbow, a flying dragon type Ultra Beast. Then we have a Scorbunny starter, middle evolution. This is Scorapunch, and this is a firefighting type, and it evolves from Scorbunny. You know, Scorbunny, 8th generation starters from Sword and Shield. I would like to see more people try and take a look at these starter Pokemon and figure out what could be a middle evolution and a final evolution for these Pokemon. This is a genuinely cool Pokemon. I think this could be something that might look like what the starter could be. I genuinely could think that Scorbunny could evolve into this. It genuinely looks like a middle stage, and it genuinely looks like it still has something based on Scorbunny, so I definitely like it for those reasons, and it definitely still meets the perfection of athleticism, which is what Scorbunny is supposed to represent. Each of these starters is supposed to represent something different from Sword and Shield. The Shy Pokemon is the water type. The grass type Grookey is supposed to be represented by music, and this is the fire starter is meant to represent the athletic people. That's basically what it is trying to represent, because those are three people who are most, those are the three most things in England. You got your shy people, you got your athletic people, and you got your people who like music, and there you go. Three things about Britain. And I like this Pokemon very, very much. It evolves from Scorbunny, and it does look like it would evolve from Scorbunny. It looks like it could evolve again. I don't like the firefighting type, but that's only because we've had so many firefighting types. But then again, if you look at Scorbunny, I think it could be a firefighting type. So, generally, I could see where it might get that from. And there could be something like in the Dex description of it always bouncing, so it's always full of energy. Just an idea. Then we have Mistley. It's a grass fairy Pokemon, and generally looks pretty cool. It looks like a little thing on a toadstool. A little cute Pokemon. A little cute fairy on a toadstool. Oh, that's what I think this could be, like a toadstool or something like that. Something like a kind of seat, and the actual Pokemon is this. This is like Flowette, so like Flowette. The Flabebe, it's the flower is not really anything. It's not really anything to do with the Pokemon at all. It just likes those flowers, so it grows up with those flowers, and it uses those flowers as protection. But as it evolves, that flower becomes more part of it until it is the flower itself. And I'm thinking that with Mistley, this could be the exact same thing here. It could be that this Pokemon right here likes to sit on toadstools. But, as she grows up, as she evolves, I'm going to use a she because it looks like a girl Pokemon, but it could also be a guy. It could also be a guy as well. But anyway, as they evolve up, that toadstool could be more and more part of them until it actually becomes what they are. And that's really cool. I like it. So definitely getting that Flabebe feeling from this. Grass and fairy, just like I think Flabebe should be. And I definitely like this Pokemon. By the way, Flabebe is pure fairy, and it's weird that it's pure fairy since it gets so many grass type moves and looks like it could be a general grass type starter, being the fact that it is a flower, but it's not. This is a Mintle. This is the healing ice Pokemon, and it is an ice type. And yeah, I can definitely see where it gets it from. It's an ice, could be an iceberg, could also generally people think it looks like a hat, so people might try and wear it and then realize, oh, it's really cold and stuff like that. So yeah, I could definitely see that hanging around in caves, maybe able to float, maybe just stand, maybe it's like maybe it fits in with the climate of an ice cave because it's a rock. But yeah, definitely like it. It's the healing ice Pokemon, so it could definitely get a lot of healing type moves like Heal Pulse and stuff like that, and definitely would benefit from those moves as well as helping its team out. So yeah, definitely like it. This is Mintle, and it's an ice Pokemon, and it's the healing ice Pokemon to be precise. Then we have Arbidi. The normal dragon Pokemon looks like a caterpillar or a slug, and or maybe even a worm. Again, not a lot of worm Pokemon other than like Wormpole, or you know, is Weedle a worm? Weedle could be based on a worm too. Anyway, but this is a normal dragon Pokemon. Definitely could see it evolving. Probably maybe it's a or it could be like Drampa and not evolve. But then Drampa's powerful on its own. This is kind of tiny, so you'd think it's maybe not as powerful as Drampa, because Drampa is very big and very powerful because the fact is it is a normal dragon type and doesn't evolve. So it needs to look that way. This, on the other hand, not so sure. Possibly I'm thinking it evolves. But there's a lot to go with here. Looks like, you know, looks like a small version of Zygarde, really, actually. You know, it's 50% form. But I like that. It actually looks kind of cool. And it could look more like that as well as it goes on. But Zygarde looks like a slug or a worm. So, I like that. This is RBD. It's a normal dragon Pokemon. And it looks like a worm. Then we have a poison Pokemon. It is poison and psychic. This is Venomush. Venomush. Yeah, Venomush. It is a poison mushroom Pokemon. And again, you would mistake it for a mushroom if you're in the fields and you're trying to look for mushrooms. If you say you're a forager who's trying to look for mushrooms in the woods, you'd think this is a mushroom. And you pick it up and it looks like a mushroom, and then you realise, no, this is one of those ones that could be this is one of those mushrooms that could be dangerous to pick up because it looks like, well, I believe they're called death caps. Now, I think that's the name of the actual mushroom that I think this is based upon, or looks like it's based upon. And they're generally poisonous, so if you touch them, that could generally poison you. So it's a very bad idea to pick death caps up. But generally they look like normal mushrooms, so you wouldn't notice it until you actually were starting to pick it up. And if you're a forager trying to look for mushrooms, you'd pick this up and then you'd think to yourself, oh, and then you'd probably get poisoned by it because, well, it's not a mushroom you should be dealing with. It's a death cap. So yeah, definitely like it. People would get mistaken for it, and you could possibly have ones that maybe look like a Pokeball, but then again, those ones do exist. That's Fungus and Amoongus, but I generally like it. I went back. I used the scroll wheel. Whoops, sorry. Then we have this electric normal type. This is another deer Pokemon. We don't have enough of those. This is Vanomosh. Vanosh. It is an electric normal type deer, and I actually kind of like it. It looks like, well, again, it looks like Bambi, but then so does Deerling. It looks like Bambi, and I like it. It's very, I could see where, I'm not sure where it gets its energy from, but I could see it in the forests. Or next to power plants, and that's where it's got its energy from. It generally likes to hang out near power plants, and it's positively charged with discharged energy that comes from power plants, and that could be its origin story. So I like this Pokemon. It could be rather interesting. This is Vanomosh, and it's an electric normal type. I like it. Generally cool little deer Pokemon. And then we have our final Pokemon of the day. This is Dragonite. It is an electric dragon Pokemon, and it's kind of cool. I like it. It looks like it looks like a plug. It generally looks like a plug. There's two antennas that you'd put into the outlet, and it looks like a plug or a nightlight or something like that. And I think that's pretty cool. And I think this is probably definitely going to evolve. This is definitely going to be evolved, I think. It's too small to not be evolving, and I think this could be a pseudo-legend. This possibly could be a pseudo-legendary here, and I like it. It's a very cool Pokemon, and it's called Dragon Trick, and it's an electric dragon Pokemon, and it looks like it's an outlet. There's an outlet on its tail, and it looks like it could be a nightlight or something like that, and that's really cool. I like it. you know, its ears could help it keep itself in the air or something like that, but it generally looks like it's an outlet, and that's pretty cool. So, those are all the Pokemon I have to show you today. We have Dragonectric, an electric dragon Pokemon that looks like an outlet. We have Vonnash, who is an electric normal type and looks like a deer. Then we have Venomosh, which is a poison and psychic death cap mushroom, which is pretty cool. Then we had Abidi, a normal dragon worm Pokemon. We had Mental, which I think could be people would mistake it for like a hat or an iceberg. You know, a rock, an ice rock in a cave, and is the healing ice Pokemon and is an ice type. Mental. Then we have Mistley, who is a fairy, who is a ghost and who is a grass and fairy type, and I think looks like a fairy on a toadstool. That's what I think this Pokemon looks like, a fairy on a toadstool, or a tadpole or something like that, and it could become part of them in future evolutions. Then we have a Scorbunny evolution. This is Scoropunch, and it is a firefighting type and evolves from Scorbunny, the 8th Gen and Firestarter. Then we have Ruby Rainbow, a flying dragon Ultra Beast, which kind of looks rather cool, does look dragony. The wings aren't attached to its body, so I'm not sure how much they'd help it, but I like it, very much so. Then we have Plagamy? I don't know. Either way, it's a fire starter. I thought it looked like a duck at the first sight, but maybe now I'm thinking maybe chicken. But I like it still, it's a very cool Pokemon. Then we have Lickoff. It's a sloth Pokemon and is ground and normal type, so really cool. And then we have Ojo, our cat Pokemon, a long-tailed cat Pokemon, and is normal type, is the long-tailed Pokemon, and it is a cat Pokemon. You can see its stats right here. We have this Pokemon, Slavatoad, a water poison type Pokemon, and does not evolve, but I think it could be really cool that it does not evolve. Could be like Puikamuku, you know, and I think maybe Poison Touch is its ability. And then we had Spectre, which started our video here. Ghost and Dark type, looks like a puppet, and yeah, generally with a dark origin story, this could be a really cool thing. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Go and check out Lacy, her links are down in the description below. We got links to her Twitter, links to her YouTubes, and of course links to, and I say YouTube because she has multiple YouTube channels. Her second channel only has like 10 or 11 subscribers, so go and check it out as well. I don't know if she's actually making contact over there, but go and check it out anyway. But she has some content over there. And then of course we also have her Instagram as well, all linked in the description below. Go and check her out, she is awesome. I also have a link to the I'll also link a playlist so you guys can see all of the previous artwork I have shown off in previous episodes of the Fakémon Showcase, and you can enjoy that art as well. But until next time, I am Lantern Joe. Mean to let Pokemon get to Lazar, everybody get Pokemon. Good night! Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please feel free to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more videos. And of course you can ring the bell and you'll be notified first when new videos come out. You can follow me on Twitter at Lantern Joe, and you'll be able to get news about the channel, new videos and so much more as well. And if you want to watch some more videos, there should be some in the top right and top left hand corner of this video. But until next time, from me, Joe, and from Lantern as well, we'll see you again.